Hi everyone. We have now 6 to 7 days left for UPSC Prelims exam, and I feel like it's my duty to come out and tell you what not to do in the last 7 days and what is to be done in the last 7 days to make sure that you are on track to utilizing your full potential. As somebody who had cleared 3 consecutive prelims and given 2 interviews, I feel that I have had enough experience in civil services exam to help you out there and help you understand what is to be done, what is not to be done, so that you don't end up making the mistakes that a lot of students out there end up making. तो मैं बहुत बेसिक चीज़ें बताऊंगा, कोई हाईफाई चीज़ें नहीं बताऊंगा, बट ये सारी चीज़ें, ऑल ऑफ दीज thoughts and ideas and tips and tricks are based upon my personal experience, both as a student of civil services way back, and now as a teacher, as a mentor, as a guide of civil services exam. So let's begin. The first and the foremost and the most important point that you need to remember is to stop making strategies right now. Please टाइम टेबल स्ट्रैटेजीज ये सारी चीज़ें बंद करिए, अपनी प्रिपरेशन को सिंप्लीफाई करिए, स्पेशली एट दिस पॉइंट, बिकॉज नाउ इज़ नॉट द टाइम. जो आप टाइम टेबल बना सकते थे वो बना लिया, अभी नाउ इज़ नॉट द टाइम टू स्टार्ट मेकिंग दोज थिंग्स. इवन फॉर द नेक्स्ट 1 वीक आई विल टेल यू कि इस लास्ट 1 वीक में क्या करना चाहिए, वॉट इज़ द मोस्ट यूजफुल थिंग टू बी डन, और उसके अलावा और सारी चीज़ें करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. यू विल एंड अप वेस्टिंग योर टाइम, वेस्टिंग योर एनर्जी and getting into an anxiety mode, and you don't want to do that. Nobody wants to be there. Therefore, do not make any more strategies. आपने जितनी बनानी थी बना ली, अभी बहुत सिंप्लीफाई करिए अपनी प्रिपरेशन को. Second thing, learn to focus on the question in front of you, which is possible in 7 days. ऐसा लगता है ये सुन के यार ये तो बहुत हाईफाई सी चीज़ है, अब कैसे करूँगा, अब तक नहीं किया, तो इट इज़ पॉसिबल, ऐसा नहीं है. लेट मी गिव यू एन एग्जाम्पल. सम months back, I was giving an examination for a diploma, a very difficult examination in the field of banking and finance, not very easy to crack. And I, I went into the examination room, and this was the exam of the subject of economics. And when I started taking the exam, I just got into the zone of every question that was in front of me, to the extent because I had it in my mind that I have to top this subject. I want to be able to make sure that I am number one in the entire country when it comes to economics as per this exam. And so I was so focused on every question that I was just not worried about what questions am I getting right, what questions am I getting wrong. I was just too focused on that one question that was in front of me every time, after every few seconds and few minutes. And I ended up getting 80 out of 100, 80% marks, which was probably the highest. I still don't know because they don't reveal ranking, but I know that it's probably the highest in that examination in the country in economics. And that is when I realized the importance of focus in the examination. In the same examination, I might have scored 45, 46 as well, 45%, 50% as well, with the same preparation, with the same understanding, with the same learning that I have. How? What was the difference? The only difference was that I had that kind of focus. Now, it's not easy to get it, but it's not difficult also. You just have to realize it and make sure that you're simply focused, simply worried about the question that is in front of you. You stop calculating your marks. You stop asking yourself whether you're going to clear the exam or not. You stop doubting yourself. You always have this belief that I'm going to top it. I know that I'm going to do it. I have read enough. I just need to make sure that the question that is in front of me, आई एम एबल टू सॉल्व इट टू द बेस्ट ऑफ माई केपेबिलिटी. मुझे आता है तो मैं कर दूंगा, नहीं आता है तो मैं आगे बढ़ूंगा. एज सिंपल एज दैट. जब आपके पास वो सेल्फ बिलीफ आ जाएगा, विच इज़ नॉट डिफिकल्ट, बिलीव मी, इट्स नॉट डिफिकल्ट. यू जस्ट हैव टू टेल योर सेल्फ. इट्स जस्ट लाइक ट्रेनिंग, इट्स लाइक अ हैबिट. The moment you tell yourself and the moment you get it, you can artificially mimic it for the next 2-3 days. तो अगले 7 दिन में अपने आप को बोलिए, बताइए, प्रैक्टिस करिए, 8वें दिन एग्जाम में जाके उसको मिमिक करिए, उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करिए. Believe me, you will be able to score much higher when you have this self belief that I know that I can do it. The only way to do it is to focus on the question that is in front of me. और सारे सवाल मैं भूल जाता हूँ, बस इस पे फोकस करता हूँ. आता है तो ठीक है, नहीं आता है तो सॉल्व करने की कोशिश करता हूँ थ्रू लॉजिक. फिर भी नहीं हो रहा है, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे चलो. You keep doing it. You keep doing it. You have to do it 100 times in that 2 hours. That's it. Okay. And it's not difficult. It's doable. So focus on that. जो भी आप टेस्ट लोगे अगले 7 दिन में इस चीज पे फोकस करना है कि जो क्वेश्चन मेरे सामने है आई हैव टू बी वरीड अबाउट जस्ट दैट क्वेश्चन, नथिंग एल्स. उसके पहले क्वेश्चन भूल जाओ, उसके बाद का क्वेश्चन भूल जाओ, बस वो क्वेश्चन मेरे लिए इंपॉर्टेंट है. Let's come to the next one. Take one test every day, then analyze all the questions, then revise and repeat. It's very simple. Stop reading a lot. Focus on taking tests, but do not overdo it. बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स ओवरडू कर देते हैं. आराम से बैठ के एक टेस्ट लिखिए, उसको अच्छे से 3-4 घंटे में एनालाइज करिए. एवरी क्वेश्चन इज लाइक अ न्यू अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर यू कि यार इस टॉपिक में से क्वेश्चन आ गया अगर एग्जाम में तो मुझे गलत नहीं करना है. सो एवरी क्वेश्चन दैट यू आर डूइंग इन दीज मॉक्स इज लाइक अ न्यू अपॉर्चुनिटी. तो हर एक अपॉर्चुनिटी आपको कैप्चर करना है. कैसे करोगे? बाय एनालाइजिंग ऑल द क्वेश्चंस इन दैट टेस्ट थॉरली. यू हैव टू बी सेटिस्फाइड कि मैंने हाँ एनालाइज कर लिया है टू द बेस्ट ऑफ माई कैपेबिलिटी. उस एनालिसिस करने के बाद या करने के साथ साथ रिवाइज करिए. लेट्स से देयर इज अ क्वेश्चन ऑन सीबीडीसी, सेंट्रल बैंक डिजिटल करेंसी. आपको सीबीडीसी के बारे में बहुत कुछ नहीं पता है, आपका वो क्वेश्चन गलत हो गया. तो जब एनालाइज कर रहे हो तो गूगल करो या चैट जीपीटी पे जाके उसको बोलो कि सीबीडीसी के बारे में मुझे एक पेज में डिटेल्स बताइए. वो आपको सब कुछ बताएगा. या गूगल करके ढूंढो और वो आप अलग एक एरिया में अपने फाइनेंस के सेक्शन में या इकोनॉमी के सेक्शन में उसको रख लो, सो दैट यू कैन रिवाइज इट लेटर ऑल्सो. आपका काम हो गया पूरा. यू कैप्चर्ड एन अपॉर्चुनिटी जहां से क्वेश्चन आ सकता है, क्योंकि मॉक में आया है तो फाइनल एग्जाम में भी आ सकता है. एंड कीप रिपीटिंग इट फॉर द नेक्स्ट 7 days. 100 questions every day, 700 questions in the next 7 days. That's a lot of questions. That's a lot of opportunities if you can capture them. वहां से 10 भी आ गए आपके एग्जाम में तो आपका काम हो गया. एक्चुअली आपने 10% एग्जाम खींच लिया 7 दिन के अंदर अंदर. दैट इज हाउ यू कैन इंक्रीज योर चांसेस ऑफ सक्सेस. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. स्टॉप वॉचिंग लेसन्स. एक्चुअली इट इज मेंटली एग्जॉस्टिव. आप एक्सपेरिमेंट ही करना चाहते हो तो कर सकते हो. कल सुबह उठ के क्या करो, सुबह 2-3 घंटे कुछ देख लो, लेसन ही देख लो, कुछ पढ़ लो, बट यू रीडिंग इट बाय वॉचिंग समथिंग. यूट्यूब पे देख रहे हो, कोर्स के अंदर देख रहे हो, कुछ भी देख के पढ़ रहे हो. और उसके बाद 2 घंटे बाद पूछो अपने आप से यार हाउ एग्जॉस्टेड एम आई. और फिर रेस्ट करके शाम को सेम चीज करो, बट इंस्टेड ऑफ वॉचिंग यू रीड for 2 hours, and then you ask yourself how exhausted you are. You will realize yourself that you were more exhausted in the morning than you are in the evening. So reading is less exhaustive, watching is more exhaustive. Listening is a little less exhaustive than watching, but listening में क्या होता है, retention is also lesser. So you can listen to something if you want to in order to limit your exhaustion, but reading इज मच मोर वैल्यूएबल, मच मोर यूजफुल. और एग्जाम में आपको जाके पढ़ना है, पूरा टेस्ट पढ़ना है. सो आई वुड रेकमेंड गेट ऑफ सोशल मीडिया एज मच एज पॉसिबल. मुझे अच्छा लगेगा कि बहुत कम स्टूडेंट्स ये वीडियो देखें, बिकॉज देन आई वुड नो दैट यू आर नॉट वॉचिंग दिस काइंड ऑफ स्टफ एंड यू आर मोर फोकस्ड ऑन रीडिंग. probably chances are there. So don't get mentally exhausted. You don't want to be in that space, in that area. You want to be mentally sharp, and you can be that by reading more and by watching less. So अपने सेंसेस को उस डायरेक्शन में लेके जाओ जहां पे उसको फोकस मिलता है. ओके. Stop spending time on Telegram, anything to do with gram, Telegram, Instagram. Stop going there. It's a waste of time. It's also mentally exhausted. It is also very tiring. आपको ऐसा लगेगा यार मैंने कितना काम कर लिया है, किया कुछ नहीं है. Therefore, when tired, sleep instead. Even if possible, put your phone aside. Uh, remove all these applications. If you can't remove them for the next 7 days, keep your phone on silent and put it in another room, or get yourself another phone. Another phone getting is too much of a hassle. Don't do that. But keep your phone aside. Don't use Telegram, Instagram type of apps. Sleep when you're tired. That is the best way to recharge. Sleeping more is not a problem. It's a way for your brain to recharge itself. आपके ग्रे सेल्स बढ़ेंगे, आपके बॉडी को सेल्स ज़्यादा मिलेंगे. डू दैट इंस्टेड ऑफ हैविंग मोर टी, इंस्टेड ऑफ ईटिंग मोर, इंस्टेड ऑफ watching movies, instead of spending time on Telegram, Instagram, instead of talking more, sleep more. Study, sleep. S square. Study, sleep, study, sleep. That works wonders. Okay, do that at least for the next 7 days. Start meditating more, you will see instant change in your focus. Believe me, the moment I start meditating, even after a gap of a year, if I meditate for 15-20 minutes and then I start working, I start teaching, I immediately see a change. The best way is to get a blindfold. If you don't have one, खुद बना लो. नहीं बना सकते, एक टी-शर्ट यूज करके blindfold yourself and then sit for 15-20 minutes. You will see an instant change in your focus. You will feel more calm and relaxed. You will feel that you're now much more recharged because you have stopped using your senses for those 15-20 minutes. You forced yourself to stop using your senses. You will see an instant change in your focus, instant improvement in your focus. That is what you need right now. ये 7 दिन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाते हैं बिकॉज जो भी आपने पिछले 1 साल में पढ़ा है वो आप एक्चुअली अपने दिमाग में फ्रंट एंड पे लेके आ सकते हो. इट्स लाइक गोइंग टू वॉर एंड पुटिंग योर बेस्ट मैन in the army at the front when you're on the ground, or your best technology in the front, just like it happened in India, Pakistan, situation recently. Our air defense systems were so good, our strategy was so good, our execution was so good that Pakistan was on its knees in a matter of days. How was it possible? Through something like meditation. The people at the top were so focused, were so clear, knew what is to be done, that they were able to execute it well. Okay, you want your brain to be able to do that. How do you do that? By giving it the right direction. How do you do that? By meditating. Okay, make sure that you are using less of your senses that are not required. You're not mentally exhausted, so that whatever you have learned in the past 1 week, 1 year comes to the front. You're able to immediately capture what you read in the past 1 year and use it in the examination. Okay, so these are all the small guidelines that I can give you, that I wanted to talk about. I feel they are very simple, but at the same time, simple is effective. Complex things are not effective. Complex things are just complex. So try and be simple in your prep. Try and be simple in your final days. Try and be simple in the examination as well. If you do that, if you don't complicate things too much, you will find your name in the next list, which is the list of going to be the list of mains this year. Okay, if you have any doubts, if you want to say anything, if you don't believe in any of these points and you want to write anything, put it down in the comment section below. I will try and answer as many of them as possible. Keep studying hard. All the best. Bye bye. Jai Hind.